We're going to be taking a look at a brand new GHD glide. This is model number B1C002. My colleague Kev says there's a B1C001 as well, and the difference is one has this buzzer and the earlier one doesn't. This has the newer, what we call the Type 4 cable, which can be replaced. We're going to just take a look and see how easy this is to get into, and let's just have a look at the operation first of all. So you've got the bleep and white flash. It sounds very much like the latest range of GHD Golds and Maxes for tone and LED wires. It's making a very funny hissing noise, which has now stopped. Perhaps some residue from the factory. I'm assuming temperature is 185, like pretty much everything else is with GHDs. Very slow to warm up. Gosh, really slow to warm up. We're getting there. Very hard to get any sort of reading from this. Well, that just takes forever, doesn't it? 134 is the highest reading I can get on there. $150. It's a lot of area to heat up. Even so, I didn't think it would be that slow. Oh, there we go, finally. What did that take? A couple of minutes? We're up to 170-ish, so yeah, by the time that's all warmed up fully, it's going to be around the 185 region. And just press to turn off. You've got the usual standby feature of 25-30 minutes. I'm sure this will go off to standby. And there we go. So we're going to have a look and see if we can get into this. Obviously we've got to get this end ring off. Usually we'll use a flat spudger. It probably needs a little bit more force. There we go, let's just ease that back. Underneath we have two small screws. We'll pop those out. I looked at one of these many years ago. We've got one that's in bits for spares. I know we managed to prise up this end enough to get a new cable fitted, but I thought we might add some of these non-repairable items to the website just so we can offer cable repairs, but cable replacements. You can see already that that is coming up there. So it does come apart just enough to get that cable out and replace if it's needed. But as for the rest, that does not look like it's going to be easy to open up. And that's the problem I think we had years ago when I first looked at one of these. Yeah, don't like the look of that at all. very easy to mark that plastic, which I've just done. Just seems absolutely solid. Oh, I wonder if... Can't quite see. Ah, you know what? It's got a cover on it, hasn't it? Yeah, this is a cover. So we're doing it the wrong way there. There we go. This cover comes off first. Should have realised that. Like the clips at the front that break. There's a clip at the front, but that came off pretty easily. So, yep, no problem there. Now we have a whole load of screws. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 small screws. I'm going to assume they're all the same size. Right, so yes, the screws are all the same size, same as the cable cover as well. Is that just going to lift off? It is, yeah, that is all good. No problem there. Okay, now this is a completely different design of board compared to the golds. We have a bigger chip there. Let's just see if we can see what that chip is. Yeah, can't read it under the microscope. Let's have a closer look. HT5. Is that DF? It's either HT5 DF51 or HT5 OF. I don't know why I can't see it under the microscope. Just get a slightly different angle here. It's just the lighting is not quite right. Oh, there we go. Got it. HT50F51, whatever that one is. It's a Holtec brand. So it looks like this is screwed in place. Let's just get that scope out the way. One screw here. And we've got, what is that? That's some sort of, oh, it's the ionizer. Yeah, I see the very fine point on there. So it's their ionic feature, which is this module here. Circuit board looks pretty straightforward. Couple of capacitors there. Wait, is it a fuse? No, is it just a link? No, it looks like we've got a 10 amp fuse in here. So green component there, a couple of electrolytics. Right, let's take this out, have a look at the element arrangement. Actually, let's see if we can use the cordless now. Nope, not with that bit we can't anyway. And it looks like all these brushes will actually just slide out around the edge. As usual, there are no spares available for any of the GHD range, apart from the spares that we and other repair companies keep. Very often they are just pattern parts. To get genuine used parts, then you have to buy one like this and strip them for spares. So there is that plate, and now we've got two elements by the looks of it side by side. How are they held in place? Yeah, so another plate there. Okay, interesting arrangement. So you've literally got a thermistor just capped and taped into that alloy block. You've got that then on top. You've got the twin heater pack just again capped and taped sat on top of that. So you can see why it takes a long time to heat up. There's a lot of material to get through before it can actually get into the heater block. So let's lift that off again, and yeah, like I say, that is literally just capped and taped in there, and then you can see the actual brush parts that will just come out in certainly the ones around the edges. What we're left with then is one screw just in there. And what is that going to release? Oh, that releases the whole brush moulding, and then that leaves you with more of the brushes. Excuse me. And that is one moulding. So these are, that's an aluminium block, and all these are metal. Oh dear. So yeah, these look like they can only go one way around. So that's pretty much the internals of that. What is going to go wrong with the internals? Well, electrolytics will certainly fail. The chip might fail. Just looking for any programming points, and there's a programming point just on the side there. If you can see, I'll do a little focus. Yeah, so yeah, nothing too unusual. So yeah, we will have these up for spares. I think we will probably offer the repair service on this model now, and see how we get on. The cable can be changed at home if you're careful with the unscrewing and prising apart of these parts, and obviously we stock the replacement cables for those. But yeah, just a quick look at the internals there of the GHD glide, in this case the B1C002, and the B1C001 is the same. Apparently it does not have the little buzzer, it's the older version, and yeah, this is not a new model, these have been out for ages, but my colleague Kev suggested that they would be repairable. The majority of times they go wrong, it's you know, with known issues that we can repair. So yeah, there we go, just a quick look at that.